All right, today we are here with Darius, the owner of Touche Cosmetic. So Darius, tell us your story. How did you get involved in making homemade product and coming to market like this?
So I got started because I came to Utah in like 2021, and I didn't know that the weather here was so brutal, especially like in the cold. So lotion and things like that wasn't working for me. So I was already in the midst of creating things. So I started creating face and body oil that help with hydration, and it took off from there.
Perfect. And how long have you been doing this?
So the business been around for 2 years, but I had to take a year off because I had a vendor that was actually making it for me, but they got a big promotion at work, so she couldn't do it anymore. So I took a year and a half off to learn to do it myself, and I just relaunched Veterans Day of 2024.
Oh, perfect. And you were in the service, right?
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, thank you.
So how long were you in the service? What branch were you in?
I was in the Army for 4 years. I was a supply sergeant.
Perfect. And how do you find those markets? Do you go to Facebook or where do you find them?
So I talk to different people, but the biggest thing that's been helping me out is Facebook Market. I joined a lot of groups here in Utah, and I've been able to, select kind of where I want to go. So that's been a big help, Facebook Market.
Perfect. And what piece of advice would you give to a vendor that want to come to a market like this?
One, keep going, even if the sales are low. But two, you can't just sit down and not talk to people. Sometimes people will walk past your booth and they have no intention of buying. But if you take the initiative to at least introduce your brand to them, a lot of times that'll turn into sales. Sometimes you have something that they want that they didn't know they needed.
Perfect. And I know each vendors have their own way of selling things. I think that we have maybe 50 booth right here.
Right.
What do you do to make sure your booth is attractive to potential buyer?
So what I do is basically what my product is, I'm able to let you smell, I'm able to let you feel it to see how it feels on your body, and by giving information that's needed, as far as like if I can look at you and kind of tell if you maybe have either a skin condition, or I ask questions. Once you ask questions, that'll just open the door and that'll tell you everything you need to know. Just ask the question. No matter if it sounds dumb.
Just ask the question.
Just ask it.
Perfect. And I know, sometimes you go to a market, you might make some quite a bit of money, and sometimes you barely make your booth fees.
Right.
I mean, have you ever go to a market you don't even make your booth fees?
Definitely. I've been to plenty of them where I paid the booth fee, didn't make anything. But the good thing about that is because I did open my mouth, I did have people come back like a week or two later and say, hey, I'm ready to purchase. But if I never made that connection, never opened my mouth, I probably wouldn't have had that sale later in the week.
Perfect. And, especially during the holiday season, I feel like it's the most busiest for us because we sell candle. People buy that a lot.
Okay.
And it's very difficult for us to know how much inventory to take to a market. Do you struggle with that, or knowing how many to take, because you know if you're gonna sell, you might not sell, but if you sell too much, you wish you bring more?
Yeah.
How do you make that decision?
That's actually a good question because right now I have a program where I have product in different stores right now. So my biggest thing is, okay, how much product am I gonna have to make to, one, have it in stores, two, be in the market. So I kind of got it down as of now, but I'm growing. So right now, if you look at my house, you'll see boxes everywhere of bottles and ingredients. But that comes with trial and error. And make a long story short, if you have too much inventory, then what are you going to do to get off that inventory? You're going to either sit on it or you're going to make something happen.
Perfect. And where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram, my name is Darius Pierce. Touche Cosmetics is the business name. The website is touchecosmetic.com. And while I'm at Marcus, I have things like text alerts, QR codes where people can scan and become a part of our community.
All right, Darius, thank you for talking to me, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
All right.